Nossa, cobertura atrasadaça. Que hora começa a porra?
Announcement.
Okay, so I had much games Lucy James pre-show for Summer Game Fest, aka the Summer Keeleys. I'm Lucy James. Joining me today is Timur Hussein.
Hello, all praise Keeley
Announcement.
To discuss Elden Ring.
Quero ver vocês falar não, pô.
Plus, like
thus
why
tingling. Every part of me is tingling, and you know when that. So
too much
Have
coffee?
you taken
Because that
I'm,
also
I'm
sounds.
in tune
Are you
with
sure
me.
you
as
haven't
that-
just had? Are you sure you just haven't had too much
Have you
coffee?
taken
Because that
some-
also
I
sounds
made
like.
The
a
fuck?
little coffee. There was some substances that I took. It's fine. It's just loads of sugar. So I am hopped up on sugar, but I feel it. I feel it. This is all my time playing Souls games and Bloodborne games. I don't know. I just feel it, man. And if it doesn't happen,
Elden Ring.
begin to explain the sadness I will feel. But I'm believing. I tweeted out earlier to everyone, you know, let's manifest together. And that tweet has been quote tweeted many times and retweeted. I feel like the Elden Ring community right now is like, I'm Goku, and they're giving me their spirit energy so we can spirit bomb an Elden Ring trailer towards the community. I don't know. It feels right, man. It feels right. If it doesn't happen, I will cry on stream.
But what if? What if it's not here today? And what if it's at Microsoft on Sunday?
I mean, I'll
And you
take.
For Sonic's 30th anniversary, which is quite nice because I think one of my favorite things that
Esse fica falando o bagulho todo, cara.
one of my favorite things about the Game Awards are those big orchestral performances that they do. The Red Dead Redemption one in particular from a couple of years ago, and the big Game of the Year medley from 2018.
Coming presented by Prime.
Pow, pow.
I told you we'd start right on time. Hello, everyone around the world, and welcome to Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live, presented by Prime Gaming. I'm Jeff Keighley, and buckle up because we've got a big show for you filled with new game announcements, world premieres, updates on the games you play every day, some surprises, and special guests, including Jeff Goldblum, Giancarlo Esposito, and performances by
Giancarlo Esposito.
Japanese Breakfast, and the Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony Orchestra. Yes, that's really
Já
cool.
assistiu?
Now, like a
Mentira,
great
tá ao
video
vivo,
game,
cara.
there may be some twists along the way today, and just wait until you see what we have planned for the end game. That is all I'm allowed to tell you right now. This is just the start of a big Summer Game Fest weekend of news and updates for fans.
Beleza, beleza, beleza.
Events from publishers like Xbox and Bethesda. Emerging voice.
Tá, irmão. Por isso que é bom, cara, não assistir ao vivo. O cara pode ficar passando, ó.
Fate. It soars on the wind.
Olha aí, bem merda é essa, pô.
Rises from the grave. It stops
Não deu muito jogo bom, não. Não, essa conferência aqui eu não tava esperando muita coisa, não.
You cannot hide from fate. But you can make your own.
Acho que o cara ia puxar um espadão, o cara ia puxar uma metralhadora, velho. Cara, esse gráfico todo embaçado, velho. Tão sabendo renderizar os vídeos, hein? Wonderlands, nunca nem vi. Sei lá que porra é isso, velho.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is
Beleza,
officially
beleza.
joining
Da hora, mulher. Parabéns. Curti horrores.
how it is. I hope you'll enjoy.
Nem fudendo, velho. Até o Slug. Caralho, não esperava não, cara. Pô, é estratégia, velho. Curioso, hein? Os caras saíram de um jogo de ação 2D pra... Se bem que eu não vi os últimos que lançaram. Mas parece uma estratégia tipo Final Fantasy Tactics. Nossa, bem feito pra caralho, velho. Tá o Slug Tactics, ó. Curti, curti.
Okay, we have another big announcement for you from a surprise guest, but it's well past 3 a.m. their time, so don't worry, we chatted earlier, and I'm very excited to share this with you right now. Hello, mystery guest.
Ixi, Maria.
Mr.
Olá,
Kojima, it is
sensei.
so good to see you. Thank
Nosso
you
Deus.
for joining us from Tokyo. First of all, I just want to ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things right now over there in Japan?
東京ではですね、まだ非常事態宣言っていうのが出てて、ちょっとコロナの、患者数が増えつつあると。で、ワクチンをそろそろ打ち出そうとしてる。
Lá no Japão eles não começaram a vacinar as pessoas
We
ainda, cara.
certainly hope that you're going to get your vaccine soon. Let me ask you,
Caralho.
as a creator, how has
Achei que era só o Brasil que tava atrasado.
今までのものづくりっていうのは、今自分がいる世界を見て、で地続きで5年後10年後20年後どうなるかっていうのを考えながらそこにエンターテインメントを加えていって、作ってたのが結構その10年後20年後に当たってたりっていうのがあったんですけど、今回の DS に関してはもう発売直後になったので、ちょっとかなりものの考え方が変わったというか、ものづくりのスタンスがちょっと変わったというか、いろいろ考えました。今後のものづくり。やっぱりエンターテインメントである以上、楽しんでもらって、そのプレイヤーのためになるものを作りたいっていうんですけど、こんなにも早く時代が追いついてくると、ちょっとなんていうんでしょうね、フィクションじゃなくなってしまうので。なんで今回のコロナの中で、この先をどう作るかっていうのは、いろいろ考えましたね。他のクリエイターも多分大きく考えていると思います。911の時と同じような感じだと思いますね。これからエンタメをどういうふうに切り取っていくかっていうのは、やっぱり大きな課題ではありますね。
Well, I know we are all very curious about what the next era of Hideo Kojima entertainment is going to be. I don't know how much you can say, but can you give us any sense of kind of where your mind's at right now, what you're thinking about, some of the themes or the ideas?
これ言えないですけど、今までのような、一歩
Não vai ser como no passado, um passo de cada vez.
911の時もそうですけど、このコロナでガラリとあらゆるものが変わっていく、ものすごいスピードで変わっていくんで、そこでエンターテインメントが遅れを取ってしまうとダメなんで、 それをどうするかという、その予測ですね。まあ、全くこう宇宙人が攻めてくるとか、そういうゲームであれば、この中でも関係ないんでしょうけど、やっぱりこう、社会性の基盤を持ったエンターテインメントっていうのを作りたいですし、皆さんに起こりつつあることをエンターテインメントの中でちょっとこう紹介したいというのもあるので、今後世の中がどちらの方向に向かっていくかっていうのが今まで以上にすごく急激に変わっていっているので、そこを間違えないように作るというか、そこはすごく神経質になってます今。
All right,
Presente.
fair enough. I tried. Well, Mr. Kojima, honestly, I really do appreciate you making the time to stop by and just say hello to everyone. We miss you, and we can't wait to see what you're working on next. So, thank you.
Jeff, one more thing.
One more thing. Quase me engasguei. Pô, não joguei nem o jogo base, tá lançando já a versão diferente, cara. Essa armadura top. Pô, vai dizer que esse jogo tem stealth também, cara. Tipo de matar os caras na estreita. Não. Nem fudendo, velho. E aí, Decalque? É o evento que teve hoje. Summer Game Fest. Como não deu pra acompanhar ao vivo, tô vendo agora o VOD. Anúncio de jogo e tal. Director's Cut, meu Deus, velho. Mas sei lá, velho. Saco, velho. Kojima tem liberdade pra caralho já e vai lá e faz uma versão de diretor. Qual o sentido disso?
Finally confirmed. I hope I make it into the director's cut. I'm told the full reveal is just weeks away. Stay tuned. All right, next.
GTA 6.
Welcome to Summer Game Fest, a legendary actor who dedicated a whole episode of his Disney Plus show to exploring the world of gaming.
Beleza, irmão, beleza.
Like Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Joffrey or
Eita, porra.
Sorry, I think it's Jeffrey. Hey, maybe it's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Thank you so much, sincerely, for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, I was watching your show, and I was wondering if there might be some video game world premieres, as you say. And sure enough, yeah, there is. There is.
Yes, we do like our world premieres around here. Any chance you brought one with you today?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Yes, you could say, yes, I do. If you don't mind, I've got something here. I'm going to read it. on this. There's a little bit of a teleprompter that they're putting up here, so I'm going to read something because I don't want to get it wrong. I'm very meticulous about this. So here's a dramatic reading of this game announcement. Ready? I'm going to make the game
Meu
announcement
Deus.
right now. Hello, I'm here to welcome you to a very different world. It's going to elevate you to new heights. It's going to submerge you to new depths. Maybe even challenge you to control chaos. Actually, it's going to certainly challenge you to control chaos. It's a world so-called evolved. Take a look at the, you guessed it, world premiere.
Jurassic World de novo? Não deve ser DLC, não.
We ignored all the warnings. Forgot the lessons.
Não, Jurassic World é o nome do filme, né? Como é que é o nome do jogo?
We played with genetics like it was a toy. We weren't careful. And now, here we are. This is a very different world.
Tá, olha o bicho, velho. Ah, Jurassic World Revolution. Vocês dizem que o primeiro ficou uma merda. Eles deram na época, mas eu não joguei ainda.
All right, this performer's new album, Jubilee, is out now, and her book...
Ah, vão cantar na casa do caralho, porra. Mano, no cu, porra. Tem esse jogo que tá mostrando com música? Aí você quer me fuder, né?
will be released on September 23rd this year. That's some news for you. And to learn more about Game Fest, and there are games showing Western release of a spectacular
Lost Shark.
multiplayer online and
Lost Shark. Deixa eu lançar essa porra. Ah, acho que é o que tava na China, se não me engano, né?
Is now but a myth. A relic from the half-remembered chain war. But now, our world has been torn once again. The demons have returned.
Ah, não me interessa muito não.
With roaring destruction.
Eu acho esse jogo aí tudo mais o mesmo. Pega cash, mata bicho, entrega cash. Tamanho do bicho.
Out of hope, we turn to myths to prove that not all is lost.
O trailer é bem feito pra caralho, né? Steam. Play Lost Ark.
sometimes when you play a game, there's that one thing in your inventory which turned out to be far more useful than you first realized. That's kind of like Prime Gaming. If you're an Amazon Prime member, and most of you probably are, you get a ton of gaming goodies every month. This month, you can download Battlefield 4 and Batman the Telltale series completely free for PC, and there are special in-game benefits and perks in GTA Online, Valorant, Apex, News, free.
Aí a propaganda da Prime Gaming.
Call of Duty. Johanna, it's so great to have you with us here on Kickoff Live. Everyone is so excited.
Season 4 do Warzone.
All these seasons, and I know looks like next week, June.
Pô, irmã, falou. Nem joga essa porra.
Do what you are told, and you get to live. You understand? I knew you were a smart one. Secure the site. Cold War just turned hot.
Tá, porra.
We've located the satellite.
Mudou o mapa da Warzone.
Raptor 1, my team's about to be overrun.
Tá, porra.
I am death.
Oh my god, that looks so funny. Is the
What will 50 per day?
it's like Twitch
Certainly.
talking about online, or at least for the first event.
Yeah.
Caralho, fica longe da mulher, porra. O Covid aí, ô cabeça de pingola.
Share of words. Some of these it takes the
Well, it's really.
Tão morrendo e não sabe por quê, cara.
I know what you're thinking, and no,
Meu Deus.
I'm not here to announce I'm the star of Elden Ring. Instead, no, I'm taking old-fashioned movies. You remember those things? Of course you don't. Look, I have a new movie coming out August 13th called Free Guy, and in this movie I play an NPC character in a popular open-world video game until I break free and I realize that it kind of sucks to be a lonely background character on an endless walk cycle. So now here's one of those world premieres. It's a first ever look at our cast on the big screen this August, and honestly, it's been so long I can't even remember who's even in this movie. I didn't say that. I'll cut that out. Yeah, I'll do it right now.
My name is I had everything I needed. Mondays, am I right, Joe?
Pô, acho que eu vi 3 desse filme ano retrasado, cara. Caralho, fechou o bagulho.
First ever look at our cast on the
God,
Yes, he's an absolute troll.
trolls exist. We can save our world, but we have to fight together. I don't even know what's happening right now, but I love it. That actually hurt my hand.
I have 3 words for
Ah, beleza. Não quero ver filme, não.
Pokey, Jacksepticeye. All right. Now it's
Ah, nem fudendo, velho. Ai. Caralho, novas cores. Beleza. Agora vamos mostrar um jogo de verdade pra nós.
lots of fun ahead. In fact, I will watch. Speaking of indie PlayStation.
Head of PlayStation Indies.
Hã?
What I love about working with independent developers are the new and unexpected games that they create, which allows us to offer an array of unique experiences for players. In my role as Sony, it's very exciting to get to meet with these talented studios, which sometimes can be one person or a small group of friends, to help nurture their ideas and bring them to the PlayStation fans. One example is from Finji, who has been working with Gleb Lobanov, the developer of Wondersong, to publish their new game Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Chicory released today and gives players a chance to experience a coloring book style world where players use their painting powers to explore, solve puzzles, make friends, and draw on anything. Check out Chicory A Colorful Tale on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 after the show. As a huge Soulspawn games fan, I totally enjoyed the beautiful 2D action adventure Salt and Sanctuary a few years ago. The developer Ska Studios has been hard at work on a new title, which I'm proud to present to you, Salt and Sacrifice.
Souls-like.
Our sins will catch up with us.
Ah, 2D. Nossa, Souls-like 2D não me desce não, cara.
Always. I was given a second chance.
Caralho, dos criadores daquele joguinho mesmo tá muito parecido com o Salt and Sanctuary.
I drank the Mage Bane. I live now only to hunt mages.
Caralho,
I am a marked.
arrancou o Heart.
There aren't many of us.
But together,
We will tame.
Ó, tem co-op. Isso não me desce os gráficos desse jogo, cara. Eu sei que, sei lá, é pra ser simples e tal, mas... Não me desce não. PS5 e PS4 só? What?
Thanks, Shu, and that's not all. Today we're also able to share with you
Nem queria jogar
a brand new
mesmo.
trailer from the upcoming Annapurna and Heart Machine game.
É, seco, né? Não tem vida, parece. Acho que é muito simples, sei lá, meu. Tipo, os gráficos diferentes nessa pegada e já é mais daorinha, ó. Não sei se é porque é só 3D. Pô, se eu tiver que montar nesse bicho e matar ele vai ser da hora. Ó! Agora você tem minha atenção. Ela bate nos pontos específicos. Porra, é isso? É um Shadow of Colossus mais rápido.
That looks so great. Can't wait to see it later this year. Now, this week there is a ton of video game news, but there's also a big game launching across console and PC, Chivalry 2, which brings 60 game at...
Ah, que mané Chivalry o que, porra? Mais colorido, né? Mais minimalista e colorido. Esse aqui lançou já. Briga medieval. Esse tipo de jogo eu jogaria um tempo, depois cansaria. Tá porra. Lembrando que ele é online. Caralho, irmão, não precisa gritar não. Caralho, gostei. Primeira pessoa meio estranha. É, a gente não tá acostumado, né? Jogo de combate assim, corpo a corpo, primeira pessoa. Mas um jogo medieval, a primeira pessoa que é da hora é o Kingdom Come. Aquele sim é da hora, bicho. Um dos melhores jogos medievais que eu já joguei. Chivalry.
This month, Valorant from Riot celebrated its one-year anniversary, and starting next Monday, June 14th, Prime Gaming members will get an exclusive player card to celebrate the one-year anniversary, and a pity party spray through June 25th. This is all leading up to the release of Episode 3 of the game later this month, which will be celebrated with an epic WW Fest Unlocked Year 1 stream on June 25th. But there will
Beleza, irmão, bora. Valorão. Oxi, tá aí. Que merda, hein? Mostrou o capacete do bagulho só. Eita porra, falando primeira pessoa aí, ó. Cara, esse cara renderizar os vídeos de uma forma... Nossa, velho. O bagulho tá 1080p e tá... Tá feio o negócio, velho. É o máximo. Beleza, aí a gente vimos um FPS de um cara indo atrás do outro. Bagulho nada interessante. Mostrou um cara atirando do lado dele, ele parado. Ele aprende a ser bem realista. Mira mexendo mais que não sei o que. Caralho, sabe fazer um trailer, hein? Nossa senhora. Tá, bora dar o nome do jogo aí. Escape from Tarkov. Ah, sabia que tá bem parecido. Mas sei lá. Nossa, muito estranho, cara.
When I was a kid, the simulation games of Peter Molyneux were some of my favorites, adding that extra salt on the fries in the theme park to increase your
Multiparks.
so devilish. Well, many of the team members behind those sim games went on to create 2 Point Studios and 2 Point Hospital. Well, today we're excited to share the first trailer for their next 2 Point simulation, 2 Point
Mapa
Campus.
novo Tarkov. Caralho, esse Tarkov tá bem diferente. Eu achei bem diferente ali, cara. Eu não assisto muito Tarkov, mas... eu achei que tá bem diferente. Esse é o novo jogo do pessoal do 2 Point Hospital. Esses jogos deles costumam ser da hora. Pra quem gosta de gerenciamento.
Today's campus is a place to live and a place to learn. Finely crafted by the sharpest minds that money can buy. Though sometimes you still can't get the staff. Yes, these days it really does feel as though...
Beleza, quero ver gameplay. Quero ver gameplay. Cara, os caras fizeram uma balada dentro do campus.
This year, I am thrilled to have Netflix as a part of Summer Game Fest. They have been doing an incredible job adapting games with series like Castlevania and the Dota anime. Well, there is a lot more coming, and you don't have to wait long to find out more. Tomorrow, I'm honored to be guest hosting Netflix's Geeked Week live stream with Mari Takahashi and Rahul Kohli. You can expect the first clip of the Cuphead show, which, spoiler alert, this show is going to be an absolute sensation. I can't wait for you to see it. I'll also sit down with the team behind Arcane, the League of Legends animated show coming later this year, and we might also have updates on The Witcher and the live-action Resident Evil series. Geeked Week is streaming live tomorrow at 9.
Beleza, irmãos.
Virtual event full of big news, exciting first looks, and the people who make the shows and films you love on Netflix. Comics, games, fantasy. It's tough to get geeked about.
A cross-play, cross-platform game that continues to do some pretty amazing IP crossovers. You may remember last summer we announced the Avatar: The Last Bender one. Well, as Smite enters its 9th year, it's time.
Não, mano, é Smite, cara. Ah, não, velho.
I think this is the first time
Beleza,
we are
beleza.
announcing an entirely new game label, new game publisher. Enjoy this first look at more than 12 games that make up its initial slate.
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Let's begin.
Vamos olhar 2 de FPS. Pô, apareceu o Kingdom Come, né? O 2, cara. Nem fudendo.
Is that who you are?
My purpose makes me who I am.
Caralho.
I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile.
Being relied on to succeed where others would fail.
Outro artist. Oh!
There you have it, Prime Matter, Payday 3-2, and there is actually one more game added to the mix, and for that we go to Todd Hollinshead from Saber. Todd, how you doing?
I'm great, Jeff. Thank you for the intro there. I'm really excited to have this little last addition, which is that Saber and Prime Matter are working together on a new game in the Painkiller franchise.
All right, very cool on that, and there are more details on
Puxa, os
Prime
caras vão
Matter
falar
tomorrow.
10 linhas.
At noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I will be stopping by. Next up is a brand new IP from a brand new studio, Stray Bombay. It's coming this fall only to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass on day one. It's called The Anacrusis, a 4-player cooperative first-person shooter set aboard a massive starship stranded at the edge of explored space. You team up with your friends in an infinitely replayable fight with your team.
Ou para 4 pessoas FPS. Caralho, Left 4 Dead? Pô, isso tá parecendo bastante Garage Mod também. É. Fizeram um ZT muito humanoide, só mudaram a cabeça e botaram um bagulho bizarro.
shooting just straight to the bridge.
Sou muito simplesão.
Heavy. Really? We call them tanks.
I call them brutes. From Latin, Brutus.
We'd sound smart calling them brutes.
Keon, you don't want to get in here and help name these?
Nah, I'm good.
Estranho. Estranho.
Awesome look. Thanks for that, Chet and the team at Stray Bombay. Tomorrow, tune into Summer Game Fest for a special deep dive presentation on New World, a new open world MMO from Amazon Games.
Tinha até esquecido desse jogo.
Supernatural Island of Eternum. It's finally coming out later this summer, and in the deep dive video, game director Scott Lane will take players. Once you arrive, it's up to you to unite warring human factions to take on a common enemy, the Tempest, who wants to unmake life. Scott and the team will detail updates to the game, including new mid and end game content, more PvE and expeditions, 5-player challenges with unique mechanics, bosses, loot, and more. 6 of these expeditions will be at launch, with the closed beta on July 20th and the public launch on August 31st. I will also be down at the studio to chat with Scott about the game and the team's efforts over the past year. Because again, I know Pacific back in Tonic cars into the game, and now they are back with a twist that is truly Rocket League with Fast 9. Bionics is
Que Rocket League, meu Deus. Ah, não, velho.
seems like Rocket League. For their first unnamed multiplayer project in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Tonight, we're putting a name on their first game with a brand new world premiere trailer.
Velozes e Furiosos, né? Os caras, nossa. Cada uma que eu tenho a ver. Fico passando com um retardado, não sei o que ele tá mostrando. Esse é o novo jogo do vampiro? Oh, acho que é, hein? O Dan tá top. Ah, eu não joguei o original não, cara. Eu joguei pouco, mas ele... achei ele muito arcaico. Mas eu não tô muito hypado pra esse novo aí não, porque tá caótico esse desenvolvimento dele, cara. Ah, o trailer tá bem feito. Bloodhound. Ué, é online? Oxi. Eu achei que era o novo jogo da franquia, porra.
I can't wait to play this game, and we actually won't have to wait long. You can sign up now for the bloodhunt.com is where you go for the closed alpha PC test available on July 2nd. Bloodhunt will be released later this year. Next,
Eu lá vou testar a alpha, porra. Tem cara de cobaia.
continues with the House of Ashes, part of the Dark Pictures anthology. This third game features American and Iraqi soldiers stranded in a cursed temple. Here's the story trailer with the exclusive reveal of the monsters lurking in the depths.
Antologia Dark Pictures, nunca nem ouvi falar.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. But I strongly suspect it's where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
Ready to go dark.
To descend into the unknown alone is extremely brave.
Man out, hold fire.
Jogo de bicho.
Brothers in arms, or will it be
É jogo de quê? É jogo de bicho.
man for himself? You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen
Não, tem cara de ser mais sobrevivência, hein?
Look out for what?
One by one, their lights will be snuffed out. Unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. Will you find the path to salvation? Or be lost in the darkness forever?
O ruim é que eles mostraram o rosto do bicho. Não mostraram, não. Ah. Ah, sim, mostraram agora. Ah, tem que mostrar pra vender ali a estátua, né? Mas deve ter mais bicho, certeza.
One of the longest, most beloved JRPG franchises in the industry is the Tales of series. Well, the latest game, Arise, was announced 2 years ago, and it brings the franchise into stunning 3D with Unreal Engine 4. Here's a world premiere look at the latest trailer, with more information following in the coming weeks.
Meu Deus, jogo de anime, velho. Ah, não. Eu não jogaria, não aguentaria. Como não, Decalque? Ah, não, jogo de anime.
Should you need my skills on the battlefield, all I care for is maintaining peace.
I'm Captain Kisara of the Elder Menancia Guard.
Ah.
From now on, when I fight to protect my dream.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true.
Queria ver um pouquinho do combate, pelo menos. É filme, é filme. É jogo de filme. Tomar no cu, porra. Ixi, Maria.
For Summer Game Fest, we have a special announcement for you. That the console version of Sky Children of the Light would arrive to Nintendo Switch on June 29th.
Nintendo Switch, porra. Sky, nunca nem vi.
On July 6th. Enjoy the game.
Lembra o... aquele exclusivo que teve na... que foi da Sony um tempo, esqueci o nome.
One of the things I take great pleasure in is using a platform like this show to introduce you to new developers
Journey.
and studios with games that deserve the spotlight. That's definitely the case with this next title from a small Swedish studio named Wishfully. Planet of Lana tells the story of a young girl and her loyal friend.
Eu quero ver coisa da nova geração, cara. Não quero ver coisa de estúdio pequeno e coisa com gráfico de 2010. Não vi nada ainda.
Coming to Xbox and PC in 2022.
Ó, se for jogo de anime eu vou pular. Ah, ufa, não é? Ufa, senhoras e senhores. De japonês que era só hentai e desprezo. Caralho, moleque, melhor sair correndo aí. É jogo de relaxar? Aposto que é. Adventure. Falei jogo de relaxar, pô. Não, nem fudendo que você de relaxar. Caralho, tamanho do bicho. É, eu ia falar isso, lembrou limpo. Dois mil e 2022.
Full artistic game. Honored to have that on.
Overwatch 2, nossa senhora, velho.
Changes come.
Overwatch 2's format is
Cabelo, tio.
passionate that so
Look here. Yeah, what do
go into our models. We have new hair shader tech, excuse me, and gloves.
Excuse me.
Yep. So next up is Sombra. This was a very challenging look for us to update. It's an asymmetric.
Mano, não mudaram nada, cara.
Overwatch 2 here, and I'm recently an aim is a ton of. Hey guys, it's Jeff.
É, não mudou nada, pô.
Part of Summer Game Fest, we are going hands-on with a game that is coming out in just a couple of weeks. It is Dark Alliance, and we've got
Dark Alliance, o que, MMO?
Special guests Hannibal Buress and Ember Moon.
Okay. That looks like a trap.
Whoa,
That looks like a
Spike.
trap.
Oh my god. Traps.
Caralho, é gameplay, porra.
Oh no, you get a warrior's death.
Absolutely with it. Actually, big about him that he.
Oh, dessert. There you go.
Let's go.
Flip us up.
Meu Deus. Calmou. Nossa senhora, velho. Ah, não. Toma esse Overwatch pobre de vocês, hein.
Game Fest Kickoff Live presented by Prime Gaming continues. Yesterday was an amazing tease of the next Battlefield from EA, and if you want to dust up on the history.
Eu quero gameplay do Battlefield, pô.
Xbox 2. Monster trailer.
Ah, tem no Switch, cara. Pô, achei que a conferência da Nintendo era semana que vem.
Wings of ruin.
You don't understand. That Rathalos is...
Ai, cara. Que soninho.
We can't let you interfere with our plans.
Tá top. Você é Monster Hunter, né?
He saw this coming.
Monster Hunter Stories 2. Caralho. Imagina um mundo onde eu já joguei um.
So, you're going to be born, huh?
Beleza. Esse é o que? Jogo de celular, cara? Nossa senhora, velho.
Legendary.
Worldwide Julie. Nintendo Switch Coeola, porra.
An indie dream. This. Tell me what you want from Wavebreak. This is Weezer.
Hã? Ah, não, velho. É live de música? É, tomaram o cu. Música é coisa de drogado, porra. Ainda mais rock. Papo 10.
On PC, Nintendo Switch, music streaming platforms, Twitch soundtrack, and a limited turn to a game that we announced last year at the Game Awards. Endless Dungeon from Amplitude. We showed a brief glimpse of gameplay in December, and fans wanted more. Well, here's an extended look at Endless Dungeon.
We're stuck in this wreck until every everybody learns the rules. Yep, all of them. Rule number 1. Certain weapons work better on certain monsters. Learn it or die. Oh, option B then. Rule number 2. Use turrets
É MOBA.
to protect that unstable dust bomb we call the crystal.
Defender cristal.
Because it's their catnip. And if it goes,
Parece ser bem feito.
you go. Yep, just like that. Rule number 3. Watch your squad. Even if you've got the guns, the turrets, and the crystal, you can't do everything by yourself. If you fight alone, you die alone. Together again. And rule number 4? Well, if you've got all that going, but you still can't win, you gotta change the squad. Tag team. I'm in.
Endless Dungeon. Ele disse pra ganhar uma skin exclusiva.
What are you guys doing tonight? If you're lucky enough to have a PS5, you're probably getting ready to play Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I've been playing it and having a ton of fun. Well, later today, the team at Insomniac is going to be doing a special launch stream on Twitch.
And everybody watching at games for tomorrow.
Não quero saber de exclusivo não de PS5, pô. Tomar no cu, porra.
Now about to be joined by the one and only Giancarlo Esposito to talk Far Cry 6.
Ixi,
Giancarlo,
Maria.
thank you for joining us. Why did you want to take on this role?
They came to me with this phenomenal idea and had proposed that I play Anton Castillo, the leader of Yara, with this big vision and dream for his country. And it really appealed to me because he was a guy who first came from a love of his family and a love of his community and country. And it was so in line with what's going on in the world politically today and what has happened in the past. I thought, what a great opportunity. The other part of it is it's just a different technology that's so brand new. And it excites me as a filmmaker that I wanted to be a part of it.
Caralho. Essa tecnologia deve ser da hora, pô.
In your career, what was it like being a video game villain?
No, I'm not a villain. I gotta push back on you. I'll let you finish. But this guy loves his country. He wants to empower you, Keely. He wants to empower you to stand up and speak your truth. Now you can go back to calling me a villain if you like.
Well, you are smiling on the box. You're a good guy, right?
I am, because I feel like we as human beings fall in line. And I want to be a renegade within reason. How do you like that? Because I think part and parcel of us falling in line and doing what we need to do and thinking about the cumulative effect of our doing what's right and the example of that.
Será que esse molequinho é o Vaz mesmo?
And say, no, I do agree.
Eu acho que não é, sei lá.
Good and bad about all people, but this guy, out of his love and passion for his people, even if they're faceless to him at certain points in time, allow him to be an absolute hero.
Speaking of your character, who did you base him on or study to create this character?
It's so interesting because, of course, the obvious choice to study is Fidel Castro, and it is Cuba, an island that had so many resources, but really the dream of the ability of the dictator to cultivate those resources, something got in the way there. And hopefully that can change in the years to come. It's funny you asked me that question because I was just talking to one of my daughters about Ceausescu and also Hitler, because we were talking about zodiac signs and what signs were certain people. What is that mindset that has you wanting to have power over others? And for each dictator, it's different. She'd never heard of Ceausescu and studied political science and all this in college. During my money, though. So anyway,
All right, well, one last question for you. Who would win in a square-off between Gus Fring, Moff Gideon, and Anton?
You know, and I have my favorites in those too. So you asked me this question. And you know, immediately I say Moff Gideon. Immediately. You know, somehow I think Gus is colder and displays that coldness in a very particular way. You know, I think Anton could be the most violent man on earth, but given his situation, he may not rise to that occasion or may not have the time. Moff Gideon is otherworldly. This guy thinks in a different way, and he knows what you're thinking before you say it. And he does all his own dirty work, and he has an incredible tool to help him out. So I'm going to say Moff Gideon.
Fair enough. All right, Giancarlo, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will check out the revolution in Far Cry 6.
Esse velho tá em tudo, cara.
Wait for it to begin. Let the games begin.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Giancarlo. If you haven't picked up on it yet, Prime Gaming unlocks a ton of in-game benefits for Amazon Prime members. Cash for your brand out.
Ih, fodendo. Ixi Maria, começou os ganchão, ó. Os jogos da Mijojo. Na Enchibi. Ah, velho, beleza.
So today we've announced games. Dave Anthony, I know you expect
for decade, but we take which is very important.
Now, tell us a bit.
A lot of exciting stuff goes. We wanted one operation in the industry.
More pages change. Tell us about that partnership.
Tá aí, molecada. Vamos conversar na cadeia, porra. Ah, mano, é Sonic, porra. Esse anúncio ou é só música? Nossa. Tô meio azedo com esse jogo aí. Basicamente Left 4 Dead fazendo de cima. Ou não. Oxi. Confundi os jogos. É, aparentemente é um Left 4 Dead só com um bicho, né? Inclusive, eu sempre vejo essa capa e eu penso que é isométrico.
Hi, my name is Andrew Schuldeis, and I'm working on Tunic, which is an isometric action adventure about a tiny fox in a big world.
Ah, eu já vi sobre esse jogo aí, cara. Ele parece bonitinho.
About 6 years ago, and it's been changing a lot over the years, but I'm really excited about where we've gotten it to today. So in Tunic, you start the game and you are a little fox that's washed up on a beach, and you don't have a whole lot of context except for, you know, a lust for adventure, and you are going to wander off and maybe you're going to find a stick, and maybe if you venture a little bit further,
Ele tem uma pegadinha de Zelda.
it's really about that sense of discovery, about wondering what's around the next corner. People have played the game at shows
O cara fazendo CMR.
to put together a brand new demo that was, you know, for the home audience, and so it's full of never before seen.
Ah, vocês que são cracudos nesse CMR, né, porra?
Areas people haven't seen before.
Procura CMR em tudo que é lugar. Tanto de cracudo, sem vergonha.
To Midgard, and you have been chosen by the gods to protect this realm. But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pets, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world. Once you've plundered all you can carry, return to your village and use those resources to forge Viking-worthy gear. You must protect the seed destroyed forever. So take heed. Or they destroy the seed. New land and with the Midgard squad defenses. Let's show
Isso
them
parece
our
interessante, cara.
might is greater than their height. As the saying goes, Valhalla can't wait.
3 milhões.
Dead. We announced this game last December on TGA, and now it's time for an extended look at the gameplay.
Jeff, it's great to see Evil Dead.
Alô, irmão, quero ver gameplay. Eita porra! Caralho, terceira pessoa. Aí sim, velho. Eita porra. O cara deitando a mulher na porrada, velho.
Hola, cyber friends. I'm Bruce Campbell. You know me as Ash Williams, the dude who saved the world from evil. I'm here to bring you the lowdown on the upcoming Evil Dead the game. You and your friends will team up as classic Evil Dead heroes to live.
Pô, é da hora botar um joguinho em terceira pessoa, né? Online. Caralho.
You can play as the vile Kandarian demon itself. But who would want to do that? He'd be a dick. With the power of possession in your arsenal, you'll scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that if you're a dick. Whether you choose the path of evil or righteousness, you'll be throwing down in places you've seen before.
É tipo jogo de... onde tem sobrevivência, onde tem os bichos.
When you've grabbed enough, you'll use a spell to send the Kandarian son of a bitch back to the hellhole it came from.
Ó. Tá, parece que tá muito bem feito, cara. Combate corpo a corpo tá da hora.
But for now, I'll leave you with this thought. It was no accident that Ash always wore brown pants.
Caralho. Eita porra. Até pensando Switch vai sair isso aí. Olha o Thor. Da hora, da hora, da hora.
Okay, guys, now it's time for the grand finale to the show. This is extremely special. Today, I am so deeply honored to be given the opportunity to share this next game. It comes from one of our industry's most acclaimed developers and a previous Game of the Year winner at the Game Awards. I want to personally thank this developer for believing in my vision of Summer Game Fest as a new way to bring all of us together for a cross-industry showcase and kick off the summer in the right way. So, without further ado, please sit back and enjoy this spectacular world premiere. It is finally time.
Bora, porra. Tava na hora, hein? Ixi, Maria. Caralho, George R.R. Martin.
Will soon return, guided by grace, once lost.
Eu não tô curioso pra ver o gameplay, tô curioso pra ver o mundo que os caras criaram. Pô, da hora esse protagonista, se for ele no caso, né? Nó.
And they will die in an unending curse.
Caralho. Curti?
For how else is a champion or a lord to be born?
A lowly tarnished, playing as a lord.
Tá porra.
Oh shit. Go again.
Valeu, não perde. Tinha tirado do sub antes, tá com 2 meses seguidos, como assim? Elden Ring. Eita, prelo, tá muito foda, cara.
It actually happened. Elden Ring is coming, as you saw, January 21st, 2022 to next gen, current gen. It's so incredible, and I want to thank so much Miyazaki-san and the team at From for sharing that in-game look at Elden Ring. I hope you guys are happy. Oh my God, I'm free! All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live. Thank you so much to all the developers who took part.
Acabou! Tem mais? Não. Vamos ficar de conversa aí, porra. Vamos ficar de conversa, caralho. GG, acabou nossa transmissão ao vivo, nosso acompanhamento ao vivo da Summer Festival. Acabou agorinha. Aqui no canal vocês vê tudo primeiro.